What is going on, YouTube? Levi Adams here with potential spoilers. So today, Pokeaim MD stream, and I got to battle him again. So today, another battle against Pokeaim MD. That's pretty much what this video is about. That and a little bit of an announcement. I'm making a comic about my my battle against Pokeaim MD. I was gonna do it about the last one, but this one is way cooler, honestly. So that's pretty much why I think it's better. It's in PU, and I know that the two of us enjoy PU more. And so this is page number 2, as you can see by the little text box. I can actually show you the first 2 pages. This is the cover page. Levi Adams versus Pokeaim MD. There's me, my Frogadier, because Frogadier is my jam, and even though Frogadier actually did not play a vital role in this game whatsoever, and then Pokeaim right there, of course. Welcome to Showdown University. It is here the best of the best come to test their skills using teams of the most well-trained Pokemon. They compete to be the best. Said best a lot, but oh well. Amidst the elite at the university is one of the greatest trainers of all time, Pokeaim MD, and that is as far as I've gotten in this comic. So, yeah, I finished this page today. I'm actually going to. I haven't been recording just because I haven't felt like recording lately. It's been a rough week. But that is besides the point. I am here with the video, and this is the video I'm going to be using. If you're wondering why I chose these Pokemon, these are actually Pokeaim's 6 favorite Pokemon. So that is why, or 7 favorite Pokemon, because there are 7 Pokemon in the picture. I asked him on stream the other day, so interesting choices. Stunky is not one that I expected at all. Neither was Shaman Land. But the Lottie twins I knew, because Drop a Draco, and he loves using Latios and Latias, and yeah, but so got a battle with him today, which was super duper cool. So here we go. Start off the game, and I was not very in it when I started the game off. So I lead off with my Murkrow as he leads off with his Prinplup. I'm like, well shit, this is a stupid matchup because Prinplup's defensive as hell. So I got into my Lapras. I go for the Freeze Dry, and he goes out into his Bouffalant, and he takes the Freeze Dry very well due to the fact that he has Assault Vest. And I go out into my Sandshrew to take his damage, his attack, because I am physically defensive. So Sandshrew eats it up. He actually made a comment about that on stream, and he did not know why Sandshrew ate it up. So here, I was like, well, I can go for one of 2 plays. I can either knock him off, or I can Rapid Spin. And I honestly thought that knocking something off would be way better. So I go for the knockoff on this Prinplup, which honestly, probably Rapid Spin would have been the third play, maybe. But anyways, I go out into my Lapras as he goes for the Toxic, and Toxic was very unfortunate. Not a good time. So he goes. I go for the Hydro Pump, thinking that he's going to switch, and I'm like, well, I just want to get as much damage off as possible. And he goes for the Scald, I'm guessing thinking that I was going to switch. So now I just go for the Freeze Dry again, and I'm like, okay, let's see what we can do here. And I get another chunk of damage off on the Bouffalant. But Lapras is taking toxic damage. I don't like it. I don't want to risk Lapras against this Bouffalant, so I just go back out into my Sandshrew, and Sandshrew has to take a return to the face. So that's unfortunate, and Sandshrew has to go down there. My physical wall is gone, which also my electric immunity, which would have been great to have against Electrode. So I go out in Rapidash, and he switches out into Lunatone. And he was narrating this in the stream. He wasn't narrating like the moves he was going for, but when he switched out into Lunatone, he said, and I quote, "How is this a resist?" And Rapidash just did so much damage. He thought I was Choice Banded. I was actually Charcoal. Charcoal Adamant, I believe, because I'm running Agility. Yes. So, Charcoal, Adamant, Rapidash, put it in the finest of work. I really kind of wish I went for Agility, because that would have just been... I would have swept through this man's team so fast. So he goes out into Electrode, and I go out into my Sliggoo. I'm like, okay, let's see what you got, buddy. So I drop a Draco on this thing because I'm like, I'm a Sliggoo, I can do damage, and I do not do as much damage as I want to. And I'm like, well, Sligo's about to die. This might just turn out exactly like the last game. If I'm lucky, I could go out into my Rapidash and Flare Blitz him to death, maybe. And so I drop another Draco and I miss. But he goes for the Pursuit, thinking that I'm going to switch out. And I'm like, well, I have no idea why I'd switch out. I'm just going to try and get as much damage off from you as possible. I know Sligo's dead. And I get a crit Draco next turn, so instant revenge. He goes for the Brave Bird. He's Choice Banded. Makes sense. Just wants to lock himself into his best move. I go out into my Lapras, thinking that I could take something probably. I honestly shouldn't have done that. I should have just gone right out into Frogadier, knowing that I would outspeed. So I go out into Frogadier now. I fire off an Ice Beam. He sacks his Dodrio, and now he switches out into his Electrode, actually. And against his Electrode, I was like, okay, am I really that afraid of his Electrode? Because I can Wild Charge the Prinplup, because it doesn't have it as a Violite anymore. And I can Flare Blitz the Meganium, and it's a matter of whether or not... and if I couldn't Flare Blitz the Meganium, then I, So if he goes Electrode, then I Ice Beam it, get as much damage off as possible, and then I Sucker Punch it with Murkrow, right? That was my thought process. So I stay in and I just go for the Ice Beam. And he sends out his Prinplup, and I do 25%, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to stay in. I mean, honestly, I could have. Staying in might have been a good play. But I switch into Reborn, and I pray to God he doesn't get a Scald Burn, and what does he do? He gets a Scald Burn. So now I'm just going for Brave Bird, getting off some damage, doing my best. And here is where I threw away the game. I should have gone for Ice Beam, or I should have gone for U-Turn, because then I could have played accordingly to that afterwards. So I go out in Frogadier, but I go for the Dark Pulse because I'm like, okay, he's probably going to switch into Electrode after this, and then I'm just going to try and flinch to death, and if I do, I win. If I don't, I lose. But he switches into Meganium, so I sack my Rapidash here. I'm like, well, I guess I'm forced to go to Ice Beam, or go for Ice Beams and hope for a crit. And because I've taken so much Stealth Rock damage, because his Meganium is fully specially defensive, I'm not able to beat this Meganium 1v1, and there's no way I'd be able to beat that Electrode 1v1, and so that is the death of Kage, the Frogadier. He tried, he certainly tried, but alas, he was too weak. Not too weak, I just didn't play well towards the end there. I was a little anxious. But yeah, that was the game. It was much better than the last game, I feel. The last game was actually pretty terrible. On my side, I did very poorly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Keep watching, keep the lookout on my channel for this comic. It should be coming out pretty soon. There are a couple little things that I didn't put tone in, and it's really making me mad right now. But anyways, that's the video. If you liked, do all those things that YouTubers ask you to do, and I will see you guys next time.